Hey, so I'm doing work. That right there. That's that sound. That I'm doing my work while I do this. So I wanted to talk a little bit about something that I've been learning about the last few days from a friend on Tumblr. Um, she is a medium and going to college for psychology, sorry. And she is one, incredibly smart, very sweet, awesome person. I like her a lot. But and we run a blog together, which is how we met. Is she applied to write with me in a blog. So we started talking, and she started teaching me about spirit guides. And I've heard about it, you know. My mom was really into the supernatural and the things that you don't typically, not everybody understands or knows about or believes in. But she was really into all that stuff. Like, she was into tarot cards, she was into astrology, she was into freaking I remember this game that she taught me when I was little that was basically you're trying to mentally push an image into someone else's mind. Okay, you have three objects that all start with the same letter. For us, it was cat, clock, and something else. And you would think of one of them, any one of the three. Usually it ended up being the cat. And you would get either the image or the word. And you would think about it really, really, really hard and try and push that thought into the other person's head. The other person is staring into your eyes, trying to receive the image. And that person tries to guess what one you're thinking of. And it tests your psychic abilities and your abilities to pick up on people's thoughts and stuff. So she taught us that when I was little. So, I mean, my mom was really into psychic phenomenon. I mean, I had stomach problems. I still have. I have had stomach problems since I was very little. And she, like I said, was really into psychics. So she had me go to one for my stomach issues. And I remember the psychic told me not to look and everything and told me to close my eyes, blah, blah, blah. And she pulled I forget what word she used for it, but she basically pulled the whole problem with my stomach out of my stomach. And it worked for like 3 days, which a lot of people would probably say it was, what's that word? Where you think it's happening, so it happens because you think it's going to work, basically. So like sugar pills, when you think a sugar pill is a legitimate pill and so it works. I forget the word for it, but that. Some people would say it's that. But I think it was that personally because it only worked for a few days and then it went away. But that said, so yeah, she was really into like psychics and crap. So she had already told me about spirit guides and everything, but I never really, I mean, I was still little. I was 10 when she died. I was 9 when we got taken away from her for the last time. So I was young. In other words, I had to have been young because at the very oldest I was 9. So she taught me. So my friends brought this up, and I was like, that's a familiar word. What is this spirit guide stuff? So she started teaching me about it. And we've come to the conclusion that my mom is my spirit guide. And ever since then, the weirdest stuff's been happening. Like, there were, oh shoot, what was it? That very day, something happened to where I was just like, I think my mom's trying to talk to me. I think she recognized, I mean, she's here, you know, because she's my spirit guide. So she knows what I'm saying, she knows what I'm thinking, she knows what I'm feeling, etc. So I was just like, I think my mom's trying to talk to me. I think she recognizes that I'm finally figuring out ways I can talk to her, and so she's trying to talk to me. And I told my friend that, and I told her about what was happening, and honestly, I can't remember right now what it was that was happening, but she was like, yeah, it really sounds like she's trying to talk to you. So basically, right now, I'm trying to figure out how you talk to your spirit guide. And, like, I figured out something that goes with the fact that I'm a writer. There was one thing where it said that oh, that's what it was. Okay, so I was sitting watching TV, and in the corner of my eye, I kept seeing someone waving at me, like vigorously, like they're really trying to get my attention. And so I look over, and no one's there. And that happened about 3 or 4 times. So finally, I spoke up, and I was like, if that's you, Mom, what do you want? And the person got closer, and I could see him clearer, but it didn't look like my mom. Like, it looked like they were too tall. But and it wasn't my fiance, because he was in the room. It wasn't either of his parents, because they were in their rooms. Like, no one was out there with me, so it had to have been a spirit or me imagining things. So yeah, we both, like, she's like, try and tell them that you're listening and that you want to hear what they have to say. And I was just like, yeah, I asked them what they wanted, and they got closer. And she's like, that's a good thing. That means they're getting closer. So that was pretty cool. And ever since then, I've been having similar dreams. Like, maybe my dreams are trying to tell me something. And I've always been into dream interpretation. For years, like, since my mom was alive. So, I mean, years. Most of my life, almost all of my life, I have been into dream interpretation. So, that's been a big thing for me. And I haven't actually delved as deep into the study of it as I've wanted to. I've always really wanted to just study it for hours and finally be able to hear a dream and know what it means and not have to look it up, which is where I'm at right now. I still have to look it up. So that's been a big thing for me. So yeah, I'm learning about spirit guides, and that's pretty freaking awesome. And I've been trying to talk to my mom, and it's just been really, really awesome and a little sad at the same time. Obviously, it makes it all the more real that she's gone, but the fact of the matter is I finally get to talk to her. And the first day that I found out that my friend was a medium and that her family were mediums, I started crying, because I decided the day that I found out my mom died that I was going to find a medium. I was going to find out why she killed herself, and I was going to talk to her. And I finally have a way to talk to her, and it's been so amazing and rewarding to know that I can finally talk to the one biggest hero of my life. The one person that means more to me than anyone ever will or ever has. And that's just incredible. So yeah, that's kind of been where I've been at. I haven't been on Tumblr as much, especially the last couple of days. Like, I've barely been on Tumblr the last few days, except for at work. I haven't been writing as much. I really want to do the journal thing, though. Basically, you type out your questions, and you type out the first thing that comes to your mind. And you keep doing that until it doesn't sound like you typing anymore. It sounds like the person that you're trying to talk to typing, like the type of things they would say. And then you start listening to that. And you recognize that it's not you anymore. It's them now. And it's really cool, actually. The fact that people have ways like that to communicate with the dead. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Yeah. So, I know this is kind of a lame ending to a video, but it's 10 minutes long. I did not mean for it to be this long. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go, but I will probably post a second one about something else. Anyway, toodles. Have a great day.